The following interview with Mike Trainer was made possible by Focus on You on Channel 19 at 9, 5, and 9. Special thanks to Focus's executive producer for letting us tag along and get an interview. Okay, your connection to Steve Hofstetter and what's going on tonight?
I like that. When I've done interviews before, and whenever you have no idea who the person is or what the hell's going on, that's a nice, like, so what's up? Like, that's a nice opening.
We know who you are.
I am a celebrity!
Yeah, everybody knows who you are.
What's my name?
I know who you are, but
okay.
Maybe the audience doesn't.
My name's Mike Trainer, for the 3 or 4 people that don't know who I am. I'm on a TV show called The Smoking Gun Presents every week on tru-TV. And I'm here with Steve. We're doing a show together. We've been touring together for years. I met him the first time I ever did comedy in 2003. And I've been traveling around with him ever since. We've been kind of going all through the Midwest and having a great time. And this is scary as hell. We thought this place had been condemned or something when we saw it. The men's room is right there, and now that I see it, I know that there was no reason, but while I was in there, I felt like the ground wasn't secure.
Yeah.
I was very...
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Usually most men's rooms are a little bit shabby.
I mean, rock club bathrooms are always awful.
How did you get involved in your art?
In my art, I just started showing up to open mics, and you start just meeting people and getting up and living in a place where there's a lot of comedy is a good thing. There's a lot of that in Minneapolis. I've been around here, and yeah, you just keep doing it, and eventually you just keep doing it. People are going to quit, and you just automatically rise through the ranks, like automatically, because people are like, "This is stupid," and then you just got better that day because there's one less person underneath you.
Right. Just to give us all hope, what was your first job ever?
My first job ever. Working for my dad. I've had all types of stupid jobs. I worked for Best Buy. I was not very good at that. I was the only guy not stealing stuff. I felt like I was missing out. Like, I should have been stealing video games, like the guy in charge of keeping you from stealing video games was doing. Okay. Yeah, I've had a lot of jobs. This is definitely the one where I've been rewarded for being an idiot, as opposed to other ones where it kind of got in the way. I worked in news for a while as a writer for a news station, and that didn't work out.
They didn't appreciate you?
No. Once they find, here's the comedians, if you're trying to have a legitimate job while you're a comedian, don't tell anyone you're a comedian, because then they're just going to be like, oh, he doesn't want this promotion. He's doing his funnies, and then you get screwed over, and then you have to quit. So that's what happened to me. That's my backstory, fellas. But this place is very exciting. I noticed inside someone has written on the wall, legalize murder. That's a hardcore philosophy to have.
Yeah.
I hope they do that because I'm killing crowds every night, right, fellas? You know what I'm talking about?
You're joking, right? You're not actually.
Yeah. No, I'm not actually committing homicides. Oh. It's a comedy expression.
Oh. Okay.
To kill means to do very well. Here's the range. When you do really well, you kill. When you do really bad, people will say they ate or something really bad, they ate their own. I've heard that a lot, and that's just, you just picture. I heard one guy say once, I ate my own with a knife and fork. That's a really bad set, because that's really like methodical. You know?
I was gonna say that's really digging in there.
That's not like a one swoops.
No,
that's like 5-10 minutes of like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah,
you know,
that is foul. I have a serious question for a moment.
Okay.
There are 2 big Starfleet officers.
Yes.
Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be Kirk or is it going to be Picard? Which is the better captain?
Well, I'm gonna go with Kirk because he's the original, and Picard. I don't know. I never got crazy about Next Generation. Things just got too like fantastical with the sci-fi. I could just walk up to a freaking thing and be like cheeseburger, and it's like it is a cheeseburger. Come on, you got like what can't they do?
That
like,
and he's
why are they ever in trouble ever? They have the holodeck. They can just make things appear when they say them. It's hard for me to believe they're ever in trouble on the Next Generation. And the phasers are stupider too. The phaser, it looks more like a remote control. I don't buy that as a weapon.
It should be like.
It should be a little like freaking. I'm trying to think Buck Rogers, like old timey, like pew pew pew. Come on.
Yes.
Although I have to say I've used a remote as a weapon a few times.
Yeah, if you throw it hard enough.
Especially when I don't want to keep you any longer.
Okay.
Thank you very much for being on the show. Is there any last advice that you have to any nerds out there?
Nerds end up doing the interesting shit. It's the jocks that go and work for their dad or at Office Max. It's the nerds that go out and create Facebook or write a bunch of jokes about their and go on tour like I did. So yeah, nerds are better.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for being on the show.
Absolutely.
for being on
Cool.
the show.
Thank you. I'm Mike Trainer, and you're watching the Nerd Alert, which is what I would have called it if they weren't doing that already.